What's happening, YouTube? Welcome to the Scapy and Kivy tutorial series. I'm really happy to be introducing this. It's been a brainchild of mine for a couple of months now. What are we going to be doing? Well, this is for you infosec enthusiasts out there. It's also for you beginners out there. It's for you Python programmers out there. It's for anyone who wants to learn. Okay, I'm going to be learning with you, and we're going to have some fun. Okay, what are we going to do? Well, we're going to be combining an awesome, amazing tool called Scapy. Okay, and if you've never heard of it, then look it up. It's brilliant. Okay, for networking, for building scanners, sniffers, and all that fun stuff for penetration testing. Okay, so you'll be able to build your own tools, but we're going to combine it with Kivy, so we can build a GUI as well. Okay, so Scapy and Kivy are going to have a baby, and it's going to be called KP. Oh, maybe not. But we're going to have some fun, alright? As you can see, in the bottom left-hand corner, we're going to be building something very similar to this. Okay? It's very similar to the network scanner that I coded, that you can see on my channel. Alright? But this uses Nmap in the back. But we're going to use Scapy because we're Python programmers, right? Okay? And also Kivy makes it look awesome. And we're going to add some extra functionality to it as well. So we have buttons here. It says art boot, a sniffer, extra little gadgets and lovely stuff in there. Big thank you to Philip Biondi for Scapy. It's an awesome program. So let's introduce Kivy to Scapy and build some cool GUIs. How's that sound? Eh? Yeah. So for this tutorial, we're just going to do a little introduction, a little homework project, right? Just to get your brains warmed up. What we need to do is grab our interface information, okay, in our Linux distribution. And we're going to use the ifconfig command in Linux. And we're going to use Python to grab all that info so that we can see what our IP is. Let's get the terminal out and type in from subprocess. We're going to use a subprocess module, okay, to access this data. We're going to use check output, if I can type correctly. Check output, and you can guess what this does. We're going to have a variable called ifconfig, and we're going to assign it. My keyboard is annoying me. Yes. Equals check, yeah, check output. Okay, brackets, and then in here we have to put in quotation marks the program that we want to use, or the function. So it's ifconfig. We want to use the ifconfig command in Linux. Plus, you can also, obviously, in ifconfig, you can assign the interface you want to check. All right. So for me it's WLAN0, for you it may be something different, so please check. And if you do that, as you can see, all our information is here. Now if you have any questions, I'm more than happy to answer them, so leave it in the comments or send me a message. Okay, I'll be more than happy to help. Alright, that's what I'm here for. So we have the IP, the MAC. Now what we need to do is create a list of all this information, like so. We're going to do an ifconfig, and we're going to use a .split. Alright, as you can see here, we have the WLAN0 there, which is the first item in the list, which will be indexed as 0. How can we assign this? All we have to do is name our variables. So what do we want to call WLAN0? Obviously it's our interface. Now you can name these whatever you like. I'm going to call it interface IP MAC bcast for broadcast, nmask for netmask, IP version 6. Okay, and then we do, nope, this has to be in parentheses. Let's go back. Equals ifconfig.split. Let's add a couple of brackets here. As you can see, I've placed the indexes above so you can see We do for I in. Spot a mistake. That's not gonna work. It's gonna crash. For in. Don't worry, I'll fix it in a bit. For in. It's actually for I in, which we'll find out in a minute. For I in. Now we use the indexes. So 0. And you can do this in the order that you like. Obviously it has to be the order of the variables that you put. And it's to display, as you can see in the bottom right hand corner, like so. Okay, so I want you guys to get your terminals out and just try it out. Alright, play around, see what you guys can do. Okay, with grabbing the information from your interface. Okay, so once they're assigned, and we got a dot 11. And a little comma. And it's gonna crash because I forgot for I in. Enter. Right, so if you have any errors, brilliant. Work it out for I in. That's all that was. So we should be good to go. So we have I face is WLAN 0. Now the IP though will print the whole thing. So it would be, if you look at the address, if we just printed IP as it was, it would have printed the ADDR, okay, and the colon. So we have to index it as from the 5th element to the end. Alright, you work this out. Okay, broadcast address, as you can see, it prints the whole thing. I don't want that. I want from 192. So we do from this object. That should be good. Okay, I encourage you, all of you beginners, to practice and explore. Alright, and use the Python terminal. Make mistakes and learn. Please do not just download the code. I'm not going to put, on purpose, I'm not going to put the code on the actual tutorial. I'm going to put it on the tutorial after. Alright, so it will force you guys to practice. Okay, if you get stuck, good. Alright, use it as an opportunity to grow, and you can do this. And you can do a lot more. Believe me, it's meant to be hard in the beginning. Okay, that's the whole point. Don't think you can't program, okay, just because you make a few mistakes and you get a bit confused. You can do this. Just follow the tutorials, and by the end of it, you will be a fully fledged GUI Python programmer. Alright, so thanks for watching. Don't forget to use the subprocess module and investigate. Okay, don't be afraid to make mistakes. I thank you for the support. If you like the video, please subscribe and click the thumbs up, and stay tuned. Keep coding, keep being awesome. See ya.